And now we got to talk politics for a minute, and in particular, talk Festivus, the annual airing of grievances inspired by Seinfeld that one Republican senator, Senator Rand Paul, has taken inspiration from to release an annual list of complaints that he has with our government, including the massive and insane ways they misspend our money. This new report highlights a total of $1 trillion in government misspending, which, guys, that's a lot of money, is all I'll say. That's a lot of our money being misspent. I'll link to the full report in the show notes, but we're going to go through some of the craziest examples of how the feds spend our money. The Department of State allocated $32,000 for breakdancing, including not just breakdancing programs in the United States, but also in Nigeria. Yeah, because when Americans can barely afford groceries, tax dollars should be going to Nigerian breakdancing? In another example, the National Endowment for the Arts awarded the Bearded Ladies Cabaret a $10,000 grant to support a cabaret show on ice skates focused on climate change. They gave them 10 grand to do a drag show about climate change on ice. It's like some bureaucrat somewhere was like trying to come up with what would trigger Matt Walsh the most, and let's fund it. But yeah, let's just say that I think the drag queens should have to buy their own ice skates, not get taxpayer-funded ones. Tax dollars also went to promoting DEI in bird watching, as the National Science Foundation spent $288,000 to ensure that bird watching groups have safe spaces, aka affinity groups. The NSF approved a grant of $288,563 to create affinity groups within ornithological societies, basically bird watching clubs, based on identity characteristics. That's right, nearly $300,000 of your tax dollars are being used to sort bird watchers into groups based on who they are or how they identify themselves, rather than what they love, watching birds. Well, of course, you can't expect gay bird watchers to watch birds in the same groups as the straight people. That would be crazy. Up next, an interesting intersection of feminism and climate change. The Department of State spent $3 million for, quote, girl-centered climate action in Brazil. According to the grant details, the program is designed to empower young women to become climate leaders by integrating equity and inclusivity into environmental activism. So call me crazy, but I kind of think we have enough female-empowered climate change leaders.
How dare you?
Like, we could do with a little bit less. And here's the most interesting one, because as you know, the US government has spent billions and billions of dollars on aid for Ukraine. And some of this aid has gone to questionable things like paying down their government deficit and paying for their government bureaucrats' retirement plans and other things when Americans can barely afford our retirement here. Apparently, they've also been funding Ukrainian influencers. That's right, the Department of State squandered $4,840,000 funding Ukrainian influencers. That's good. At least they'll have TikTok songs to keep the war effort up or something. Now, here's my personal favorite from this list, which is the Department of Interior spent $12 million on a Las Vegas pickleball complex. Now, I'm a pickleball guy. I play with my family. I play with my boyfriend. We enjoy the sport of pickleball, but I also hold the radical view that if Las Vegas needs more pickleball courts, Las Vegas should pay for that, not the whole country. And here's a big one. We are funding ghost towns on the government's dime because the federal government spent $10 billion on maintaining, leasing, and furnishing almost entirely empty buildings. I wish I could say I'm surprised, but that would be lying. And we don't lie to you. Here on the Brad vs. Everyone show, we tell you the truth. Guys, what do you think of all this crazy government waste? Please let me know in the comments below. I am not surprised because as Milton Friedman, as he explained, you know I have my Milton Friedman quote behind me on the wall, the government is ultimately responsible for spending other people's money on other people, which is not a recipe for efficiency or success or frugality. Now is it? Let me know in the comments, and do hit that like button if you've enjoyed today's episode.